What's up, people? I'll wait for some of y'all to fill up. What's good with it? I don't do the no music in the beginning. Maybe I'm boring or some shit. I gotta figure out how to have some fucking fun, right? I'll be tripping. I might need to play something in the beginning when we first get on here, and especially when I ain't inebriated. What's good? What's good? I'll wait for somebody to fill in though. But we know it's just been I'm just getting on here to talk some cowboy news. What's up, Isaac? How you, man? Um, it don't really matter. Like I was gonna say I didn't want them to get rid of certain people. I wanted them to get rid of others. But it really don't matter because I did want someone cut to kind of send a message. I don't know if they did it to send a message, but maybe they did. I don't know if they did it for that. Yeah, man, hair cut clean, man. I like coming on here when I'm clean because I be looking crazy. It been a lot of running around. My barber was out of town, and I had like a funeral about 2 weeks ago, so I missed him that week, and he was gone last week. So I just been running around here looking like I was homeless and shit. But that's cool because I know what I got. You know what I mean? But yeah, getting to it, getting to it. Yeah, I would say I just wanted some heads to roll, man. I've been saying that for the last couple weeks. I don't know if they did it because they wanted heads to roll. Appreciate it. What's up, Davey? What's up, Ready Red? German Hernandez, what's good? Appreciate that, Davey. Uh Devontae Griffin, what's up, Koye? What you think about cuts? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I like the fact that they did it. I mean, if you're not gonna be winning anyway, you don't need these guys just killing the trade the salary cap anyway. But beyond that, I think they should. I think it's 2 weeks late. I think it's 2 weeks late. I don't care who you would have cut. I think if they would have cut somebody after the Browns game just to do it, that would have been a message. This is just okay. We expected it. You know what I mean? It would have been a message if they would have done it earlier. I really do think so. Hit that like button if you haven't already. What's up, Eddie? What's up, Loving Aries? How y'all? How y'all? Dexter Green, what's good, man? Or sign Alden. They're gonna sign Alden. I think they got a problem here though, man. We keep guys that we shouldn't keep and get rid of guys that you could build around. But it's just, I think this is all nepotism and culture. I'm going. What's up? What's up, Ant? Appreciate that, Brody. Appreciate that. Heard Cooper getting. You heard Cooper getting traded to the Packers. Um, shit. Why not? One of these receivers can go. We got three of them. I think we got five of them that really can play. If we were deep on the roster and we had to go down to Noah Brown, and I know it's fake, but if we had to go down, I'm just hypothetically speaking, but if we had to go down to Noah Brown and Wilson, I don't care which receiver in our starting three isn't there, and I'm not disrespecting any of those guys. I like them all, but I think if you're going to need help on defense, you can lose one of those receivers, no problem. Everson is washed. That's not the truth, though. See, Everson, I don't think he can play in this scheme, but I think Everson can still pass rush. And even this team, when you heard Jerry talking, let me try to stay in order because y'all be talking, y'all be having me all over the place. Let me write this down. Jerry, I write slow. Poe, make sure I talk about that. How you spell there? Worley. It's like no. And Cooper, let me talk about that too. Receivers and moves we need to make. Uh what I was about to say. You what's good? What's good, I Green? I ain't know what you said. But when you hear Jerry talk about the way he approached coming to this decision, as far as like letting guys go or whatever, he seemed kind of testy when he was on the radio talking shit. But he says that there's no leadership issues, which is bullshit. Nah, that's bullshit. But I think it's the fact that, guys who were homegrown and we drafted, he has an affinity for, so he gives them a chance. Whereas if he brought you in on some free agency shit, it's like sink or go home. And we were talking about Everson Griffin. I'll get back to that. But it's sink or swim. And I think Everson was one of those guys where it's like, yo, we brought you in here and we need you to swim. And he didn't swim right away. But we weren't in the lead in any given situation. We never got the lead and so on. Like we had that issue from the rip. Like we never got the lead in any of these games. Yo, babe, I'm on live right now. All right, I'll talk to you in a minute. Yeah, but we never got a chance to get a lead. And there was no lead where we could say these guys can or can't pass rush. So I can't say Everson is wash. Devontae, that's who I was talking to. My fault. I ain't forget. Hit the like button, man. Y'all still ain't hit that shit. What you talking about? I just got one question. Our DTs, them getting moved. the way they do, like they're getting trapped. Is that scheme up, or how can we avoid that? um, it depends on what plays you're talking about. Because honestly, I think Poe got cut because the team is losing anyway. I don't think Poe got cut because he's not performing. Poe got cut because the team losing anyway. And we not getting run on because of our interior linemen most of the time. Last week against Arizona, they came right at us at the end. Um, and actually, most of that game, they came right at our neck. But that Poe wasn't the unique piece in that. Poe wasn't the new guy in that. He wasn't. Uh, LVE was the new piece. You took Joe out, LVE in. All of a sudden, we looked like we looked week one, didn't we? They ran right at our necks week one. They ran right at our necks last week. The weeks in between, they ran off the edges. That wasn't Poe's problem. See what I'm saying? So, oh, and we really can't blitz either. But it's like unpredictability is the first thing that will get a team out of whack. Like when you have a linebacker that has to find the ball after the snap, which Jalen usually does, it's not enough time to consistently do that. You're gonna guess wrong a few times because you're not figuring it out before the play. You're figuring it out after. They're not assessing anything. That means this team doesn't do their homework. None of them, except for Sean Lee. Sean Lee is a fucking film fanatic. Like he'll watch film because he's been hurt so much. He probably got used to it. But no pun, a lot of pun intended. But you know what I mean. Anyway, but the rest of these guys they don't watch film because they keep getting caught with the same shit over and over again. You can't get caught with the same shit every week. First off, even if you ain't watching film, you got to be pretty something wrong. See, I ain't say it this week. Pretty something wrong with you if you keep getting caught with the same shit, over and over again. So we get caught with the same stuff so much that I really can't say that these guys watch film. They don't. They don't watch film. They don't watch film. They can't. We wouldn't be caught with the same things. Things would things would definitely um, pick up. They would have to adapt. Like teams, the way teams watch film is progressive. I mean, in the way you prepare for a team is you watch your own film and you watch the film of your opponents and you watch their tendencies and you compare it to your tendencies and you come up with an idea for a game plan for what they might try to do to you based on the fact that they like to do these things. So it's like, okay, they like to blitz up the middle. We have problems blocking the A and the B gap because of Connor Williams. So we know we're going to get pressure up here. So we're gonna pinch down and slide protection, keep a tight end on the outside to help out with our young tackle, and pinch down in the middle to help Connor Williams because we know that. I mean, I'm simplifying it. Obviously, they got to do more than that, but because we know they want to do this, right? But teams don't do that. Like we don't seem like we do that. We never even had to get past our first issue. Teams don't have to say, well, the Cowboys know we're going to try to misdirection them, but they've kind of handled that. So we're going to counter that with this. See what I'm saying? They're going to do this to stop our misdirection. And when they do this to stop our misdirection, we're going to run up the middle. That never happens because the misdirections and edge plays work every week. So when you put them in and we don't even have a counter for it, that lets you know that we never watched our film. We don't know what we're doing. The homework's not there. Because even if you're watching your own film, you know what people are going to try to do to you. If I know I get hit with overhand rights, I know you're going to throw that shit. So I'm like, okay, well, when he throw it, what can I do to him? What kind of counters or what position can I be in to be prepared for that, to counter the counter? We don't have any counters off of our counter because they don't have to counter anything. They just do that. There's, players off the edge, and, we're going to give you a turnover or two in the first quarter. So this defense, unfortunately, and Dak and everything else is the victim of a few things. Front office, that's Dak more so. And then defense is really the offense. The offense was putting this defense in a lot of bad positions, and I think they killed their confidence very early. So these guys are like, that guy who are athlete who just doesn't believe in himself. It don't matter what a guy can do if you don't believe in yourself. And these guys, either they don't believe in the message or they don't believe in themselves or a little bit of both. And that's what's happening out there. I feel you. I'm gonna give some shout outs real quick, and then I'll get to the next topic though. But like I said, that's what happens when you have a team that's kind of built without any real culture being installed yet. We built this team in the off season, and the culture didn't have an opportunity to really gel because of COVID. They weren't together. So the people who say, "Oh, they don't like McCarthy," they might not. They don't know him. He's just a dude who was on the teleprompter a minute ago. And then after that, he was a no contact coach that, whatever. So they might not like him, but who cares? Anyway, let me give some shout outs though. Johnny Blaze, what's good? Dexter Green, I said, what's good? Loving Aries, don't hurt nobody today, please. Vic Damone, Vic Damone Jr. You think I don't remember that? Money talks, bro. You didn't hear Cooper was getting traded? No, I really didn't. I thought that was fake for real. I didn't hear it. I thought it was a joke. What's good, Okoye? Johan Jordan, what's good, bruh? Devontae, already said what's good. Corian Fairley. If they done it any earlier, Griffin wouldn't have been worth the pick. Who cares? Cut him then. I don't. I don't. I mean, who's our 7th round pick this year? Was it Bradley? I don't know. But I don't care. Cut him. I don't give a shit. Cut somebody though. I don't care about the trade. I'm glad we got some value out of it. I wanted somebody cut after the Browns game though. I did. I didn't want 3 people cut. We probably could have saved a few of those guys and saved this season had we, played it differently the week before. Everything counts, man. Everything matters. You heard a rumor Cooper costs too much and the Packers can't afford it. Aaron A. Jones need to get paid too. They're not gonna pay no more running backs, man. It don't. It. I mean, I don't even know. I'll get into that, but let me write that down. Running back pay, because it just don't make sense. You pay a guy a salary that makes you not ever want to keep them. Once you pay these running backs, they don't want these running backs no more because they're a depreciating position. But once you pay a guy, you want the productivity for your money. So they want to put him on the field, even if they fumble 2 times in a row, over and over again, like Z. They want to put him on the field. They don't want to do no running back by committee shit with none of these backs that you pay. But look at how it goes with these running backs. Like you got Gurley. They didn't even want to keep Gurley because they didn't want to use Gurley because they didn't want to risk Gurley because they had to pay this motherfucker guaranteed money. So they was like, in the Rams, like you were like, yo, is he hurt? Nah, it's a money play. You know he gets hurt, but you like, well, we can't have I don't even know how much you make, but you can't have that type of money sitting on the bench, just sitting there hurt though, because then he's not valuable. So they saved him all last year so they could get rid of his ass because they didn't want that contract. So what's the purpose in coming up with a payment schedule that will make you want to get rid of me? Isn't the point to work hard so I can, solidify myself with this team and build around me? Nope. Nope. You work hard as a running back, you work hard just to get the fuck up out of here because they want you out of here after they pay you. So they need to restructure the way they pay running backs, I think, or the entire league, because these issues that come into play, especially with free agency is the corniest, not free agency, franchise tag, corniest shit I ever seen in my life. After seeing what happened to Dak, it's just corny. It's like crazy, dog. Like you get to keep my whole future in limbo. Not saying $31 million is no money, but you know what I mean. If I've worked hard for whatever I'm supposed to get, give me what I'm supposed to get. You know what I mean? I'll move on though. We'll get back to that. We'll get back to that. Talking about Poe and Worley and their play, right? Like I said, I could say that they were cut for their play. Worley, gave up that 80-yarder. I kind of saw that coming after that Arizona game. I didn't mention the W game because they're nobodies. So losing to nobodies, you can't mention it right away. But we lost to Washington. I expected us to do that though. But the way the team responded to losing to Arizona let you know that they no longer give a shit. They came out flat after losing that way. So, I think Jerry just said, "Listen, these guys made money. They're making money off me. Let me get them out of here." And it helps them too because they don't have to sit here and play continuously on this contract, knowing that they need to get another contract in the offseason. And they get out early, they're fresh. They're fresh. Poe and Worley, they might find a team this year. Might not, might have to wait till the offseason. But I feel like the timing of it is due to the fact that now Jerry kind of knows like it's a wrap, and then the way the team actually they were talking about that the way the team responded when Dalton got his head knocked off. Shout out to Dalton too. Our quarterbacks, we just got some bad luck this year. But when he got his head knocked off, they were right, man. Nobody responded. Nobody did nothing because nobody give a damn. They do not care. They don't care. And so I think Jerry, partially because of the play, we still getting run on, and Worley gave up that pass. Jerry had to make a decision though, and he knows that these guys don't care. None of them, top down, they don't care. They don't seem to care. And I feel sorry for whoever in that locker room who does care, because that got to be a frustrating job right now, for sure, for sure. But all in all, um, I don't think that these guys can't play. I think Worley got a bad rap due to he's a safety, man. Let's just face it. He's not fast. That's why he's playing 10 yards, 15 yards off the ball. He's not fast. He can cover for a safety. He can cover okay as a corner. He's okay. He plays okay, right? But um, it was just that was a dumbass play, man. I can't save him on that. I don't know what he was doing against Christian Kirk. He sat down. That was craziness. But that was the first and only big play he gave up all year. It's just that at the end of the day, you know, you just can't do that. But people gave him a bad break, bad rap, bad name, bad everything because of that. And I feel like he's a safety that was trying to help you out at corner because we had injuries at corner. And then he got called out for it when he should have been, the narrative should have been, we know we're struggling over here with Worley, but he is not a traditional cornerback, even though he was playing that in Las Vegas or Oakland. Yeah, that's not a position. And then and with Poe has done his job consistently. He's done his job consistently all year. Like all year. I've been watching the film. Poe's done his job. Now, are there times where they get Poe out the way? Yeah. Have we run on Snacks Harris? Zeke never had 100 yards against Snacks Harris? Yeah, because you can still run on a fucking nose tackle. If you keep running the ball, eventually you're gonna bust one. But if you're running on the edges, that got nothing to do with them anyway. So you just change your rushing approach and your rushing scheme, depending on what the personnel is that they got in the middle. Right? They run right at us whenever we have Crawford in there, and they run off the edges when they had Poe in there. That's what teams were doing to us. Period. Over and over again, to the point where you could predict it. They will run away from Poe over and over again. So I think it was partially play, and it's a good scapegoat. These guys are a good scapegoat to protect the guys who are still on this roster cleaning the fuck up, who shouldn't be. Tyrone Crawford, you're one of them. We could pay 2, 3, maybe 4 guys with that $9 million a year that you got. Not coming for your dollars, not coming for your kids. Yes, I am. I'm lying. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you because I don't want you on the team. I don't. Crawford, I like him as a guy. He cool dude. No disrespect to him, none of that. But yeah, I'm coming for you just for the fact that you know I just don't think he's that good. Um, B Bird, what's good? Appreciate it. DEs won't contain. Saw it on the all 22s often. Yep, too often, too often. Yep, you are 100% right. Lamont, appreciate it, Brody. Trade Coop and his salary and Jalen too. 2 second rounds would be nice for both of them, and that's still high end talent trade. The law for for a pork chop. That's crazy. Trading for some pork. Damn, he said pork on his fork. Inshallah. Wassalamu alaikum. You know what I'm saying? I ain't Muslim though, but you know what it is. Um, Check it, man. I wouldn't say trade Coop, and I would say you're not gonna get nothing for Coop if you trade him. I mean, you are, but nobody's gonna want to give you what he's worth. So you're not gonna get what you want for Coop if you trade him, unless you're dealing with a team who's almost there that just need that little last piece, like the Cowboys did when we traded for him a year and a half ago. Yeah. So why would you do that? I wouldn't trade him. But Jalen, I would move him. I would move Jalen, experiment with him, and then you can push him off a cliff after that. Look, if you want to see a player who is a lot like Jalen, and when I say a lot like Jalen, I mean struggled in the middle, who was brought in, touted, and talked about like he was going to be that guy, and then had to move around to find the proper position, and now he's playing lights out all of a sudden. Oh wow, right? Look up Hassan Reddick from Arizona, number 43. He a Philly bull from Temple, but he was playing middle linebacker. They took a pass rusher because he was an undersized pass rusher. He's only like 220, 230. But they said on the edge, he would be undersized, just like Von Miller. On the edge, he'd be undersized. So let's put him in the middle. If you put Von Miller in the middle, what would you do? I'm not calling Jalen Von Miller, by the way. So I have to say that because y'all say it in my comments like I'm retarded. Oh, see, y'all got me to say it. Y'all motherfuckers, man. Damn. Sorry. I called y'all motherfuckers too. My bad. Anyway, I'm gonna fix my language because I'm gonna have to polish this thing up because nobody gonna want me on their show if I keep talking like that. They're gonna be like, this dude is just he cool, but he unpolished. I don't care. But anyway, Hassan Reddick is playing crazy right now because they moved him from the middle and put him out on the edge. That's where Jalen needs to be. Whatever team he plays for, if he don't play here, if he went to Pittsburgh, he'd play great. If he went to a team that's going to put him in a pass rushing edge position where he's not asked to cover the entire field on a bad knee and bad ankle or bad foot and bad knee, cover the entire field and change directions. And we know that they're going to single you out because that's all the teams ever do on third down is single you out in pass coverage because they know if we in and out, if we do any in breaking routes or any horizontal route whatsoever on Jalen, we're going to get it. So let's do it. And then we say, let's line them up out there instead of blitzing them or doing something else with them. So I think he's been grossly misused. So has a lot of people on this team. Grossly misused. Jalen's one. So would I trade him? If you can get something for him, do it. But I say we can still salvage him if you just move him. If you move him, you'll probably love him, Lamont. You would. All right. Let me go back up here. You gonna be good today, Love Aries? Please do. Thank you. Thank you so much. Bax, what's good? Yurt, you must be from Philly. You from Philly, Bax? What you know about Yurt? You don't know about Yurt, motherfucker. You don't know that. That's crazy. Stevie Mack, what's good? I know the Pack have to pay their top O lineman. Y'all still going about that. The Pack is not coming to get Coop, man. That's stop it. Stop it. Stop taking that too far. I hope we can keep all three receivers for what? What we need to keep them for? Just so you can be happy you have them, Devontae? Griffith? Yeah, we don't need them. Let them go. We only need two receivers that's like top notch. The rest of them can be okay, just good. You can go get a good slot guy, or you got a good slot guy. You need somebody who can play the X when you put Lamb in the slot. But Lamb can do both. So can Coop for real. But Lamb he like it in there. So you got a slot guy. You got and then as far as X receiver or that one first receiver go, it depends on what you like. If you like route running when nobody's pressed, when nobody gets hit, flag football, Cooper's the guy. He's the guy. I'll tell you. So if you like it where you're not gonna get hit, or you got them burners where you just gonna get in and out, cool. And when everything goes perfect, Cooper's the guy. But when shit breaks down, it's Gallup. So it depends on what you like. I personally like pickup trucks and Hummers. I ain't a Mercedes, Ferrari, Lamborghini guy. So for me, I would keep Gallup if I had to get rid of one of those three. I would keep Gallup and Lamb, and Coop could go about his business. That's just me. But that's me. If y'all talking about that, I'm not saying get rid of Cooper. I'm saying if I had to choose that, that's what I would do. But we at one point we're gonna have to do that though. And I think when that time comes to sign Gallup, I think Cooper will probably go. I don't think Gallup is gonna be on another team. And if he is, then I really got to question what this team be doing. I don't get it. The players who play the hardest for us, a few of them, unless they have the complexion for the connection. But the players who play the hardest for us, we get rid of. We get them out of here, or don't do anything with them until their ankle turn into fucking gravy, shit like that. That is fucking crazy to me. But whatever. The fact is though, our team now is going to tank the rest of the season. So just uh, get used to it. I think that's what they're going to do. Um, now that he's cutting people, I think he just understands. Like, look, man, let's just go for it. I don't think the Cowboys are going to try to win. And let's face it, even if they were trying, because I don't know if they ever were this year, but if they were trying, it don't really look like it much now. And then with Danucci out there, unless he's the next Tom Brady or Ben Roethlisberger, it's probably not gonna go that well. So, and I feel for him because he behind a disheveled line and a disgruntled locker room. So he don't even have a team behind him, and he already see how much they care for you. They not rallying behind you because you get your head knocked off. They'll look at you. They stood around and stared at the motherfucker. That's crazy, crazy. What's up, Jag of jokesters? Yeah, about running back payment. He said that was brought up in meetings. What you talking about? Yeah, we'll talk. Zeke ain't worth it first. Zeke's still nice. Joe Thomas fan club. What's good? I need to find out where that fan club at. I'm a Joe Thomas fan my damn self. Why the fuck was why was, excuse me, let me get right. Why was LV playing over Joe Thomas, man? Like, I don't understand that. I'm never gonna get back to that. I'm never gonna get over that. Yeah. Yeah, I had to show off the fresh cut, one true boy. You understand? Like when I look, all right, I gotta show it. Y'all have me looking like a smoker out here, man. My barber was out of town. He's skydiving and shit, and then I had a funeral the week before that, so I ain't had time. But yeah, had to get to it. James Johan Jordan, he's better than the money they are paying him. Unlike Zeke, Jalen, D. Law, Poe, Worley, X Woods, Griffin, Wolf. Oh, the Wolf. They probably paying the Wolf right money. Well, he's a first rounder, but still they probably paying him, you know, all right money, but not crazy. Yeah, I agree with you, Steve. Steve Namath. Worley should have been a strong safety this whole time. Yep. Jeremy Stoll. Poe sucks. Okay. I won't argue with you. You can watch the film though. You tell me if the Bulls suck the whole season. Has he had a bad game this year? Maybe. But did he suck? No, not all year. He did. What's up, Jared Rees? What's good, y'all? Let me see. I'm reading and see what else y'all saying in here first. Trade Jerry Jones. Can't do that. Robert Bass, what's good, bruh? Devon Cole said trade Jerry Jones and free Reggie Robinson. They might as well see what Reggie can do now because what you got to lose if he a bum? What do you got to lose? You know, the guys who you saying are not bums are playing like shit right now. Yeah, yeah. Jeff Heath balling with the Raiders, of course. 82 Ray J. But the guys that you say are, aren't bums are playing like bums. Yeah. He said Azur Kamara Ben got cut. Yeah, he did. I wish he was still here though. I like that kid. And again, how are y'all cutting these dudes that y'all cutting and keeping these dudes that y'all keeping? And they really ain't showing up on film. Like they not. It's showing up horribly on film. Like, okay, I think we had a win with Diggs. I think he's going to be a great player. I do. I think he's going to be a great player. But he gets spanked. He gets spanked a lot. You couldn't tell if it's Anthony Brown out there. He looked like Anthony Brown. And that's kind of disrespectful to Anthony Brown, but it's the truth. But he looked like Anthony Brown out there. Almost there all day. He make the most creative non-plays I ever seen in my life. Crazy. Even on plays he get burnt. He knocked the ball out for a touchback. So he shows a lot of grit, but you don't fight with McLaurin and then let the dude run right by you. That wasn't hey, I'm caught looking in the backfield and I'm 20 yards up like Worley, so you're going to beat me for 80. That was I'm at the line of scrimmage. I can see you, bruh. And you still let him run right by you. What was that? What was that? Y'all cut haha. True. Now I could give you that. Why did you cut haha and keep Worley? I think I would have kept I think I would have kept haha over Worley. I think I would have done that. Yeah. But you can't do that. You can't talk shit and then get your ass burnt the very next play. You can't do that, bruh. What was you look? And then you can't know that you the guy and we asking you to be the only guy. You got to be on your assignment then, bro. Yeah. You got to be on your assignment. If we trying to build this defense where you are manning down one side of the field while we go and roll coverage and help to everywhere else to the middle of the field. Both corners on the outside. The reason they play so far off is because we don't help them outside usually. We don't want to help them. We want them to be able to play deep in this game. And then we roll coverage to the middle of the field where all the traffic is anyway, which helps if you are reading run mistakenly, reading run when it's a play action. You can get back to the middle of the field because that's where we are. That's where this scheme is designed to keep most of its traffic. Like we bring pressure on third downs and unique exotic looks, but we trying to bring pressure. We trying to keep pressure and traffic in the middle of the field. And so you can't give up deep shit when you're playing off on the outside because then this whole defense breaks down because now we got to change the whole scheme to make sure that don't happen again because you let that happen. Now we got to help you. And that's not how this defense is designed. It's not. So just crazy. It's crazy, man. He said, I knew the second that he started fighting McLaurin, his ass was going to get torched the next play. I knew that. Sorry to say it, but I guess it's the truth, man. What's up, Cyber 2099, man? Don't feel bad this week. I hope you don't. Appreciate that though, man. Greedy vegan, what's good, man? My man got a fresh cut. I said, y'all better stop acting like I never had a haircut before. Don't act like I never have a haircut, though. Stop it. Stop doing that to me. That's like when the girls start smiling at you when you came back to school and they start saying, "Who that?" Like, nigga, chick, we've been in history class all year together. You don't remember me? You know what I'm saying? Don't do that to me. It's like, no. I'm telling the truth, but I'm lying. All right. He said, you from Philly too, Ready Red. What's up, We say that all day. We don't say old head no more. Everybody now. X Woods didn't make practice today. I got happy for a moment. I'm only 50% satisfied with the cuts. See, that's what I'm saying. They did that as a scapegoat to not have to cut any of the guys that you really do want cut. Yeah, I know Paul G. I never did. Never had one, man. Let's be real. You're right. I'm always on this motherfucker, ugly than motherfucker. Just like we playing football, that's how I be looking. I look how we play, motherfucker. And right now I feel good, so I'm gonna just let it rock out. Akoye, if Mike don't make appreciate that, Lamont. Akoye, if Mike don't make it out the season, what kind of coach would you want? I would want a coach like Mike McCarthy. That's fucked up. But out of the coaches that was available, he was my pick because it was just a better pick than anything else that was there, and he was the obvious pick to me. Um, but he did do something that was pretty dumb, and that would be it looked like go get Mike Nolan. It looked like going to get Mike Nolan was the biggest mistake he made before the season even started. So yeah, maybe that was a mistake, and part of it comes from, like I said, the offense giving those turnovers up. You know, we on a record breaking turnover points off of turnover run right now. It's like ridiculous. Nobody's ever done it. So we might we might we might see some better football if we just don't turn the ball over. If we just do, imagine this, we win right now, we would have won the Rams game. We lost that by 3 points. We would have won we won the Falcons game, obviously. We would have won the Browns game. We would have won. I can't say we would have won against Arizona necessarily, but that kind of helped it. And then we did the same thing in the Giants. Even though, yeah, we were mad Dak got hurt that game, but Dak did give up a pick six that game. We won that game, but we won that game because we had a pick six. We had a fumble for a touchdown. That was it. So if we stop turning the ball over in the beginning of games, these games they're not as horrible. Even Seattle, we gave up free bombs all day, and I don't remember if we fumbled that game. I believe we threw an interception. Dak threw an interception to Shaquille Griffith that game and gave it to him on a 30. So, and in that entire game, Seattle never went up the field one time. Not a whole, no one. The one drive they went up the field was the 67-yard bomb that they didn't even score on because Youngin knocked the ball out for a touchback. So every drive that Seattle had was either a flag. I put this out there. It's a video on it. You can see it. So that's not defense. Now the defense gets scored on because they're the only ones there to get scored on. But who was putting them in these positions though? Who put them in these positions to get scored on like that? It's craziness. Y'all scream Tony Pollard, right? But Tony Pollard is the one fucking down in the ball on the 1 yard line because he don't know how to run the ball out sometimes. He did that. Zeke got the safety. Andy Dalton got himself a safety. You know what I'm saying? Gave up 9 points to Washington. So the teams that are looking for reasons to lose, we don't give them no reason. We give them all the hope they could ever need. It's like Tiger Woods playing a bum. We giving people handicaps and spotting them in the beginning of games. How you gonna win games doing that? I don't care what y'all say about the defense. The defense not good. But how do you know what this team is if you keep doing that? Because that's what the team is. The team is a team that don't know how to hold on to the ball in the beginning of the games. And they shoot themselves in the foot and then expect you to wait for them to catch up. Dak just understood that, hey, I got to play faster because We ain't looking real good right now. And he was holding that together for the most part. Part of it was because he was pressing, trying to get a contract. The other half of that, and I think I would say the part of that was the fact that he was dropping back probably more than he would have usually had he had some money. He would say, "Hey man, I'm house money. I'm gonna protect this house money because we gotta get late in the playoff." You know what I'm saying? We ain't pressing. You don't see Aaron Rodgers trying to truck people. No, no, nope. You don't see that. So that's all I gotta say about that, man. You can come at the defense, which they not playing good, but they are built to pass rush, and we ain't never been in a position all season to pass rush nobody. And they don't teams ain't blowing us out in the air. Kyler Murray had 188 yards. What's his face? Was Baker Mayfield had 180 yards. He ain't do shit. These quarterbacks not coming in and lighting us up either. It'll be big play, and then they go back to running the ball and chilling. because because these teams, our team, we can't play a balanced team. Meaning, if you can run and pass, we don't know what to do with your ass. We can't stop the run. Period. So what we need as a team built this way, you would need a lead because then you know teams are less likely to run. But when a team can run, we biting off every play action, we biting off every bootleg, and we don't know what you can catch us in anything because if you throw it or like they did on that 80-yard bomb, if you throw it on first down when we're expecting run, we ain't ready for it because we don't know what to get. We don't know what's coming. You know, we off our toe. You can keep us honest and on our toes when you have a lead. But when we have a lead, if we had a lead, you have to throw the ball. And then we know we can pass rush. We know we can set you up or trap you and set you up for certain looks in the backfield. You can't do none of that if you never had a lead. You never have the lead. Never. How could you ever do that? You can't. So the pretty shit that you see when a team is close, like we're close in the beginning of the game, the pretty shit you see on other defenses where they pick sixing and they doing all these other, it's because they get to draw up all kinds of beautiful shit. Because in the beginning of the games, yeah, they only get to eat on third down, they can blitz. But at the end of games, when you're up, you know you can blitz all day because they doing the hurry up offense. They might do some draw plays here and there. You might get caught for 10, 15 yards here and there, not looking. But for the most part, they're not running. They throwing all day. Then you can get creative. We've never been in that situation all year. So that's why I don't know what they can do. Oh man. You said only reason you ain't mess with Joe Thomas because he lost us the game against Seattle with that dumb shit he did on 4th and 3. Bro, watch my films because you can't be on here bigging me up and you don't even know what happened in that game. Watch it. I already put that out there, man. I ain't gonna say who. I'm gonna say who did. That was Jalen. That wasn't on Joe, bro. But watch it again and then tell me it's Joe. I watched that whole game and I watched that same. They did that same thing to us 3 times. The same formation, same motion, same everything. And every time, Joe had the running back. So why would Joe have the tight end now? He had the running back every time he had that look. Now I don't know what they called in them other situations, but Joe did not have the tight end in that play. That was on Jalen, bro. That was on Jalen. That's real shit. Watch it. Watch how they played it. You don't gotta listen to me. Watch how they played that same look earlier in the game and whose man it was. And then watch what they only came back to it because it worked the first time it worked against Jalen. But they threw it to Olsen against Jalen. It was an incomplete pass though, because somebody got in his face. I don't know who got in his face, but it was incomplete pass, but it was there. Jalen was beat on it. But this time he didn't even cover him. Y'all think Joe was supposed to cover him. Joe ran out there because Joe was supposed to cover the flat. That's where he was supposed to be, man. What's up, Unc? Y'all gonna keep saying it too. That's what's up. Yeah, that was on Jalen, man. I already broke that down, man. So if you don't like Joe because of that, you tripping. Jalen Smith about 420 pounds from eating all that candy. I don't know about no candy. I don't know if he's 420 pounds either. I just know right now he need to be on the edge. That's what I'm gonna say. Would you trade LVE for a second round pick? If somebody's stupid enough to give me a second rounder for LVE, you can have him. You can give me a 5th round pick for LVE. I take it. I'm for real. To be honest, I think these guys were overrated. I genuinely don't think the players are this bad. I think decent defensive coordinator has a lot to do with that. I can't argue with you. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. This is why. All right. Okay, pick a play. Pick now you could say these guys ain't learning. Maybe. If you want to blame the defensive coordinator for not teaching a bunch of professionals how to do their job in obvious situations, then you have a very good point, bro. Meaning, if you argue with McLaurin and then he run right by your ass, why are you looking up in the booth or down on the sideline to blame Mike Nolan for that? If you fumbling the ball in the first quarter every single game and giving it to teams at the 10, you giving them 90 yards, spotting them 90 yards and saying, hey, putt. That's like me saying I'm playing you in golf or in basketball, but you get to shoot layups. I got to shoot threes. You know what I'm saying? That's stupid. And I'm not calling you stupid, but you know what I mean? So if that's the case, if that's happening all the time, how is it that you blaming the defensive coordinator for that part too? We giving up half the points that get scored on us ain't even getting scored on the defense. They're getting scored on offense or because of offense. At least 10 points a game. 10. For real. Not a game. Not a joke. 10. So if you giving up 10 and we losing by less than 10 most of the time, what do that tell you? That tell you the offense is giving up the differential points that's costing us these games. Now, is defense helping with that? Of course they are. Of course they are. But you can't blame Mike Nolan in Arizona for Worley sitting down when you playing 20 yards off the ball against a dude who's not even really a burner anyway. Kirk, not even a burner, but you playing 20 yards off the ball, obviously because you respect his speed somehow, and you know you ain't got no help because you wouldn't be the fuck up there if you had help, right? You be pressing. So if you know you're not pressing and you still sit down and you run, you got a guy running at you who you know got better speed than you, and you don't bail out or turn your hips, and you just sit and let him run by you. Matter of fact, not even just sit, you step down into a zone that ain't even yours and then try to chase the dude. So how are you blaming Nolan for that? How? Or you say, Jalen, you the man. Before you get in here, they gave Jalen the respect that Jerry was giving him. And they said, hey, we're going to build this defense around you. And we're going to go get you a piece in the middle. We're going to go get you Poe. Poe should be slapping the shit out of Jalen right now. For real. Y'all crazy. Because y'all in here dogging him and y'all dogging Worley. And y'all dogging the defensive coordinator, right? And none of them got nothing to do with this shit. You can watch it. It's not, go watch it. Go watch Game Pass. Especially you, Green. Go watch it. Go watch it. You can watch Crawford getting flipped all over here. It look like let the bodies hit the floor. He all over here. Like all over the place. It's like I be playing soundtracks to these joints when I'm listening because it's boring watching film only. And I be playing, if y'all listen to Bobby Smurder, listen to that song Bobby Bitch. And listening to it while you watch Crawford highlights is just funny as shit because he's just flying all over the place, bro. And it just go. It's hilarious. But what I'm saying to you is nobody talk. No, I don't even hear his name. Nobody even mentioned this bull. Jalen, we drive everything to Jalen. All right. Everything comes to him. That's why y'all keep seeing him. The reason y'all mad at him is because this defense is designed when we're doing it right on the edge. Everything is coming to Poe and Jalen. If you do it right. If you don't set the edge, why would I run up the middle? You got to make me cut back to the middle of the field. Duh. Watch Khalil Mack versus the Rams last week. He sacrificed himself on one play, right? Just ran through two tight ends, laid out, and just put his foot out. He ain't touched nobody, but he just put his foot out. You know what the running back did? He cut his ass back in the middle to Hicks, and then Hicks got to eat. Hicks ain't chase him on the edge. It ain't his job to do that. Hicks get to eat when you do your job. And when Hicks do his job, you get to eat because they might bounce it out to you. And then we all of us doing our jobs works cohesively, and we make some sort of leeway. We start to have some consistency and momentum. We gain momentum because of that. But when you can't tackle in the middle of the field, or when you only dive tackle as a middle linebacker, that's a problem. And Jalen only dive tackles. Okay. LVE is not a middle linebacker either. So at the end of the day, when we drive traffic to the middle of the field right at y'all, obviously the game plans on offense on the opposite side of the ball are going to be to block those guys. Get a body on 54, get a body on 55, let's run right at them, right? Because we know we got to run at them anyway, so we got to figure out what the assignment going to be. But when you watch the film and you see that Jalen is comfortable with knowing that you got the deficiency when it comes to change direction, but you comfortable with, leaving your feet or you get yourself caught in little boxes where you can't get out of. They're going to take you front side and wait for you. Patient. You guys got to be patient against this team. You either got to be patient or you got to have a smash mouth running back and run right at their face. But if you patient, You run front side and you just wait for Jalen to commit himself because he'll commit himself to a block. Get himself blocked and then cut. He ain't gonna be there. He can't cut with you anyway. Even if you was in open space, he can't cut with you. But if he runs into a blocker, it has to stop all of his momentum by hitting that guy. He ain't got a chance to catch you. He don't. So that's what teams are doing to us over and over again. They run a stretch play, or it's like an off tackle. They run an off tackle. If you cut off the edge, they cut it back towards Jalen. There's not no special shit. Or they running just straight power eye right up your fucking gut, and you letting them. And then when it comes to passing off of that, it's the simplest passes. I was coming at Dalton for throwing at the line of scrimmage. I'm like, damn, we keep throwing like he a rookie, keep giving him these little passes that's smothering the line of scrimmage. But then I thought about it and said, yo, guess what? Teams be beating us, and they don't even throw the ball downfield sometimes. They'll throw the ball underneath and be whooping our ass. Throwing screen passes and little hitch routes in West Coast offense. They be whooping our ass. That is crazy. And it's because Eric Berry had tore his Achilles, and I think he had an issue with his ankle. That's why VVS Lex. But that's just crazy. Like this defense is geared towards Jalen Smith. Period. And he not balling. But I don't think he ever was going to ball there. If you want to flow traffic towards some shit, move Joe over to where Jalen is, put Gifford in there, and put Jalen ass on the outside spot working. Now that you don't got Griffen in there anyway, give Jalen Griffen snaps and let him and Randy split those snaps. And I guarantee you, y'all won't even have a problem with Jalen because Jalen will start making plays off the edge. Jalen to get you out as an outside linebacker, Jalen to get you 7 to 10 sacks a year easy, just from the fact that he's fast as fuck off the edge and he don't got to change directions on no quarterback and he can chase down any quarterback and he can actually pass rush. And when he does it, watch us this year when he blitzes or when he pass rush this entire year. I don't think we gave up a play that Jalen was in the backfield yet. I don't think so. Because every time I see him blitz, I pay attention to it. And he's played well. I do like Bernard Joker Smile. I do like him. I do like Jason Moore. You mean Kellen Moore? I don't know who you're talking to, Dave. You might be talking to me. James, that's called quitting. Y'all talk shit in there. Okay, Kellen Moore. This is I Green. Kellen Moore need to get his shit straight. I ain't give two fucks about the sorry ass D. I'm confused about the fact that Kellen's slow ass giving said Wilson more snaps than CD just because he dropped some. You don't know why he did that though. He could have did that because CD might have been tweaking something. He might have hurt something. You don't know. And I don't know when I've ever seen Wilson get more snaps than CD. I haven't seen that either. So I don't know what you mean. You might, yeah. Oh, he might have been told that though. Again, you got to pay attention to what's really bro, do this look like Kellen Moore team? This look like Mike McCarthy team? Nah. This is Jerry Jones team. This is Jerry Jones land, bro. So if something is happening on that field, Jerry Jones wanted to happen. So why are we trying to chop heads off for Kellen Moore for that? That's not Kellen. Kellen Moore ain't telling people, you ain't get out of my field. He ain't doing that shit. Joe is better than LVE, Marcellus. You're right. Yes. The turnovers is the problem. Yes. Tell me I'm lying. No, you're not lying. Jerry is Al Davis. You're not lying either. CD was 0 for 7 targets. Maybe because he got a quarterback back there that can't find his ass. What's up, Mike? What's up? Stephen Borden was good. Jay Lewis can now blitz. Blitz? You mean? Blitz? Our division is so weak. Yeah, our division is so weak we can still win this bitch. It's crazy. Yeah. Who gonna replace Poe? Probably Neville. Yeah, probably Gallimore. But does it matter? Oh, Crawford gonna replace Poe. That's what I forgot. Yeah, we're gonna use Crawford. You know Crawford can play nose tackle and wide receiver and tight end and fullback. If you ask Jerry, because I don't know what the hell you paying him $45 million a year for. I mean, not a year, but overall. Danucci won't have a life, bro, Tariq. It's over for that, brother. Yeah. Lewis has regressed. To what? To what he was? Lewis is not regressed. Lewis is playing. Never mind. I can't say it no more, man. Lewis is playing how a person who shouldn't be in the slot is playing. He shouldn't be playing nickel. He should be playing on the outside, even though he's short. He's an outside corner, and I think he plays better that way because he ain't got the patience. He a fast react quarterback. Cornerback. He wants to react to everything. But when you're in the slot, you gotta be a little more patient because receivers got a two-way go. Receivers will come at you like they want to block, and you're the backup edge guy on that side of the field. So you also have run responsibility, and I think it's too much responsibility for Jordan Lewis when you keep him there. If you use him there for spot work, oh yeah, he cool. Like specialist work, like okay, I want you to take this guy out because you match up well against this type of guy. Cool. I thought he would match up well against Lockett. He messed that up. He could start grabbing. But yeah, those are the type of guys he's good with. The little quick shifty guys he's usually good with. But I think he's grabbing right now because he doesn't. These guys don't know what they're doing, so they're grabbing while he's grabbing while he tries to look and see what he's supposed to be doing. But that's part of it. But some of those calls aren't even good calls anyway. So you can't look at the amount of flags that he has against him and just say he's regressed or he's trash. Look at how many calls he's had that were actually legit. I think it was only like two. The rest of them, like that pass interference against Arizona was crazy. Like he ain't do that. That was crazy. Yeah, yeah. Let me see what y'all talking about though. Hit that like button if y'all haven't already. Uh-huh. He said, I don't know how we can go from being good to being complete bums. I'm telling you, bro, y'all gonna be complaining about us being bums. Y'all gonna see y'all ain't see Gurley. Y'all ain't see Gurley last week. Tell me somebody saw that shit. Teams are not trying to win, bro. Get that. Get that. So you're gonna be calling these dudes bums because, like I said, we don't know what's going on behind closed doors, but I don't think not anymore. We were. We were in the beginning of the year. But I don't think this team trying to win. They not. Neither is Atlanta. They not trying to win. Atlanta, Gurley went to the goal line and laid his ass down. He jumped and he was about to cross the threshold and then laid his ass down. Yeah, hit that like button. You seen that? Y'all ain't see that? I would have been pissed if I bet on it or if he was in my fantasy. But that was crazy. Still got 10 games to go. Y'all might as well listen. I'm telling you what to do. Y'all, I'm trying to tell y'all how to I watch a lot of film, so I'm always bored with football. Don't get it twisted. I watch a lot of it. So I'm trying to tell you how I get through it. This is how you get through it. I don't got no liquor next to me. So I ain't gonna say no liquor, but it might have something to do with some liquor. And the other half of it is find some aspect of the game that you do like a technique or a player, and just watch that. Do not when I was watching Roy Williams in the beginning, I was watching Roy Williams. I didn't care if we won. I just said, Roy knocked somebody's head off. And he always did. So I was like, thank you. That's it. You give me a reason to watch football. You know what I'm saying? So figure out a player you like, whether it's Diggs. Y'all seem to like Diggs. Dig in. Dig in on Diggs and watch that. Yeah, you can watch other teams too. I know I'm gonna be breaking down other teams because you will not ask me to only break this shit down. Y'all can't get mad at me because I know y'all don't like watching. Y'all very, very teamist over here. Not racist, y'all teamists. Y'all will not watch no shit I make about anybody else or any other team. But y'all ain't gonna ask me to keep just breaking just this shit down. Oh yeah, I'm gonna break some other shit down this year. I gotta do it. I can't just keep breaking this shit down. So I'm gonna break us down, but I'm gonna come up with a creative way to add other shit that I feel like watching, some good football play into that. Cause I'm not gonna break down Bumble and just Bumble. Can't do it. I will be too. I already don't like it. Take a long time to do these jumps, but I damn sure don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Y'all gotta let me. You can watch Zeke fumble. You only need to see that once to see how that go. You know what I mean? Do I think Big Diggs could be the next big thing? Yeah, yeah, I do. I think he could be a great corner in this league, but right now they're asking too much of him, and I think it's because Cheeto got hurt. I think Diggs will already be the corner you think he is, or he would look like the corner you think he is because he would already have a few interceptions. Because if Cheeto was on the opposite side getting that type of action, Diggs would be where Worley is, and then Anthony Brown would be where Jordan Lewis is, and nobody would have these problems with none of them, right? Jordan Lewis would be on the bench doing spot work, which you want him to do. Uh, Cheeto would be moving around with whoever that number one is, or maybe staying on that side, and Diggs would be on the number two guy, which means he would get less action or maybe more action, but he wouldn't be up against the top notch, top flight receivers every time. McLaurin wouldn't have been on him, he would have been probably running around with Cheeto. So is Diggs CB1 right now? No, no. I think Diggs would do better as a CB2 because he needs time to mature into what he can be. Yeah, I think so. He got to calm down a little bit and start trusting what he see because he be having it. He says Zeke is good at fumbling, great technique. Yeah, he be having it. He be having the angle. He just missed right there. He said Carter need to eat a Snicker. Y'all must have went to Game Pass and started watching it. Just type in. Don't type in Tyrone Crawford because then you only gonna see the plays that he make. Just watch the game on all 22. You got to sit there and watch it, and just watch. Just watch a series. We'll just go to a series where you see 98 in, and just sit there and don't watch shit else but 98. If you want to do it like me, zoom it in. And just watch 98. That's what I do. If I want to see if you playing well, I just zoom into just you so I can't get distracted, right? And then when I see that, when you do that, you're gonna see what I'm talking about. You're gonna see what I'm talking about. And it's not just this year. Crawford, that been happening. So that was crazy. They gave Dez number 11. Who got number 88? It's fucked up. What do I think of the team not taking up for Dalton? On the road to riches and diamond rings. You know the rest. Real people do real things, right? So bitch ass people do bitch ass shit. So we got a bitch ass team, and they did some bitch ass shit because you see you could say, oh, if it was Dak out there, they would have did that. No, you can't get away with that. You know why? We just watched Garrett, what's his name? Miles Garrett fight what's his face? Rudolph last year. That was a big ass story. That was the Browns versus the Steelers third quarterback. And they was still the whole team was rumbling, right? Because they all play for each other. These dudes is cowards, bro. They are cowards. No other way to put that. If I'm standing there, like if I'm here and somebody sucker punch me and knock me the fuck out, right? Guaranteed, guaranteed. If I wake up and I watch a video of people who know me just watching me on the ground, the dude who knocked me out, cool. I'm not even mad at him. I'm gonna fuck them up. Cause how you gonna let somebody knock me out and don't do nothing about it? That is crazy. I'm not mad at the dude who did it. He doing what you do. Hit shit. Hit it. But why we ain't do nothing? That was nutty. So no. That's how I feel about it. They some nuts for that. You a nut. Oh, I can't even say that out loud. Y'all talking crazy. Drew, you out of pocket, bro. Chill out. You know what I mean? If I was Andy, I would quit. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Bussy. There you go. Bussy ball. I've been saying it all year, you know. Yeah, that's y'all not my team. Y'all don't even like me. How you just let a dude do that to me and just left me here, man? If any of y'all did that, I'd be mad. Like, y'all watch my channel and let somebody fuck me up like that, though? Damn. Damn. Yeah, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. Appreciate it, Cyber 2099. But yeah, you can't allow that. I think like the moment you allow something like that, like you allow somebody to knock my head clean off and then stared at me like it was normal. Like, nah, don't be there when I wake up, bro. I would have been in that locker room going in, bro. Don't be there when I wake up. I'm for real. And I don't care. I'd have got fired that day off the team because I'm like, yo, I'm doing this for my family. I'm out here for my family now. You know what I'm saying? Y'all out here for y'all family and y'all checks too. And it's not like I'm okay, dude hit me. Cool. But y'all still like even Coop stood there and just looked down. Then the lineman came over and they just like, oh damn, damn. All right, yeah, show some concern, but come on, man. You can't let nobody do that to me. Like you were crazy. I would have been fighting. Ah, I would have ran to the sideline and got their coat. Yeah, it would have been a free fall for that one. That was just crazy. We would have been rumbling. And I would have rumbled everybody who stood there. Like, I'm a sucker punch you. All right. I can't beat you. You a big bull, but I'm a sucker punch the shit out of one of y'all. For real. And y'all gonna know. You might toss me, but you gonna know. Watch Darius. Watch him, because he mad. Watch him. Watch him. Somebody have broke it up. I wouldn't have did it by herself because these some big ass linemen. But I would have sucker punched one of them. You know what I mean? Excuse me. Excuse me. I think it's because I think it's because Dalton yelled at the early. Yes, want 1100. Appreciate it. He said, I think it's because Dalton yelled at him earlier. Dalton was yelling at him because he's like, what the? He's like, what the fucking fuck? What the fuck? He was mad, man. Y'all can't block that shit. They're like, but Dalton, you didn't audible. We didn't know. We didn't know. You can't see this motherfucker? Yeah, that's how they play. He said, then dude was standing around like he was waving a pistol around after he knocked Dalton out. Hey. And then they tried to come at McCarthy for that. Like McCarthy is not in charge, people. I thought he was. He can show like he in charge. Like they'll hire his guys. They will hire the coaching staff that he wants. Not now. He done lost that right because Jerry like we're not doing this again, Michael. But I don't think Michael got the end all be all say because he would have been talking shit about this team. He ain't say nothing until he seen that they ain't go get that boy up there. He like, man, I got some bussies around here. Yo, Cheeto plays slot corner in Colorado. Yep, y'all must be talking some good smart football over there because that is actually. Oh, that's Montana 808. That's why. That's my mess. He actually knows some shit. My bad. I'll let you keep going, then. You got him. Holy fuck with y'all. Andrew Zumas, letting him get murdered before the hit to the head. Yeah, they was letting him get murdered. They let him get murdered in Arizona too. He was getting killed. Yep. 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 Collins, extra weight should have transferred to Connor Williams. Yeah, facts. Yo, Jordan Lewis played outside his first year, but they took that away from him. I'm talking to I Green again. I'm talking to you. But yeah, we ain't tweaking. He played outside his first year. He played well outside. He didn't play well inside. He played well outside. So why wouldn't we put him outside? He can do that. And his temperament is that. Like he's that guy. He don't have to. Why if you 5'11, you can't play outside? What league is this where we can't do that? Brent Grimes, he's a small nigga. Excuse me. Small dude. He was 5'10. Antoine Winfield, Daryl Green. Like all corners ain't 6'4, bro. All of them ain't 6'4. And why we act like they are. Even Chris Richard, that was the dumbest shit ever to me. Chris Richard was a corner in his league. How tall is Chris Richard? He 5'10, bro. 5'11. How you only like dudes that 6'1", 6'2"? How you don't like yourself? You 5'10. What are you talking about? Like, nah, corners don't gotta be. Jordan is he's the right size. He's big enough to play outside. He is. Yeah. And he a good tackler. J. Lou, not a third of those guys. AKOYE, Montana, stop it. He ain't on that level. No, let's not say that. But how will we know? How will we know you don't put him out there? Put him outside. See what he do. Stop saying little guy slot. Stop doing that. Stop doing it. Let's just see where they play best at. And you can't say that he must not be doing it in practice because Connor McGovern came in and played good as shit at right guard. So I'm like, how he couldn't get on the field at no time this year and played better in spots. Matter of fact, he played better than Connor Williams to me. But that's only one game. But he played better than Connor Williams. But he couldn't get no tick on the field. That's craziness. That's craziness. Man, Buda Baker is 5'9". Do he look 5'9" to you? He really 5'8" and some change with some high tops on, but he 5'9". Honey Badger 5'8". Bob Sanders 5'8". 5'8". So why we keep talking like he can't play? Let him play. And then if he can't play, say, okay, we can't put your ass out there no more. But let him play. You know what I'm saying? Do short receivers line up outside? Do they? Yeah. Yeah. Lockett do it all the time. Yeah, y'all got to come to Philly get these haircuts, Mel. Shout out to Tita Barber, man. I mean, the only person I let touch my hair. You on point with that. But, oh, yeah, London Fletcher, Dexter Coakley, that win. You want me to keep going? Short people with short people. Ray Lewis is a small linebacker. He little. He was a little linebacker. He said, those are safeties. No. Not all of them. Not all of them, man. Antoine Winfield, Sr., was a corner who hit like a safety, but he was a corner. Yeah, they're not all tall, man. But long story short, man, I ain't going to go in like that. Y'all want me to go get rid of Jordan Lewis? I ain't gonna argue with you. I'm just saying I would like to try him out there or put him on the bench. I don't care. Put him on the bench. I ain't fighting for him. Put him on the bench if you want. Just don't put him in the slot to get no more pass interference. That's all. You know what I'm saying? Earl Thomas only 5'10". Stop. Stop. Oh, nobody gonna sign Earl Thomas. You said what did he do when nobody would sign him? He put up middle fingers to his own coaches while he was leaving the sideline. Then he went to another team after doing that. Baltimore is like, we'll sign you. They don't care. Are you a hood nigga? We like hood niggas. We'll sign you. They'll sign you. I like that too. You gotta because you should be able to play, you know. 70% of the league is not from the suburbs anyway. They not nice. They just gotta be nice while they're in the league. And yeah, you're professionals, so conduct yourself as such, right? But but there always has to be room for players that are like the Oakland Raiders players like Lyle Alzado. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. I like those types of players. You know why? Because I know if you will think of a way to cheat at something, right? Is that the best way to do it? No, it's not. But your focus is on your job, though. You like, I'm not losing this job. If I gotta punch you in the balls, I'm not losing this job. So those types of players need a home. And the ones who want to talk shit. They're grown men with testosterone running through their veins. If I'm in the gym and and fighters is talking shit, you know, do I like disrespectful people? No, I don't. But I understand that we're at a place where men come to be men. So I gotta take some of that and then kind of learn how to redirect that. That's what coaching is. You can't say this dude talk to the media, so now he can't have a job. That's crazy. So what happened to Earl Thomas is this. He went to Baltimore where those things happen, where they let you do whatever you want. And then he got in a fight with one of his own teammates over nothing. And the whole team turned on him. And it was like, man, good riddance. Nobody cared when he got cut. It wasn't like players came to his defense, like, man, damn, why you do that? Because he should have got cut. Because he was acting out of pocket. And he got some anger. I wouldn't say anger issues. He's just an angry dude. He played with an edge. And that worked against him. Because he unfortunately don't understand that you can think how you want, believe whatever you want, but you play in a league that you don't control. And you don't control the league. So you got bit. It is what it is. All right. Yeah. There's a difference. Donnie Darko. There's a difference between talking shit and crossing the line. Yeah, he crossed the line. He crossed the line. I'll give him that. Cheeto not a safety, bro. He should be. He should be. He should be a safety. I agree with you. I agree. He should be a safety, or he should be a safety nickel guy. Cheeto should be playing where Woods is at right now. What they ask Woods to do, they should ask Cheeto to do it, and we would have a better football team already. Cheeto will make an L on that whole team. When I say L, I mean from the nickel over, he would be well. Backfield, he'd be there. And then anything up the seam, he there. If you put Cheeto right there, I think that would be Cheeto wheelhouse. Anything in that L or up the seam or on the flat, when he has that responsibility, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. So I think that's where he should be. He should be doing exactly what Woods is doing right now. And then we would be a better team already. Cheeto, and you can still it ain't like you can't put him like Woods be out there. So it ain't like you can't put Cheeto at corner if you need him there. But I think he should be playing safety primarily. I do. Yeah, and Cheeto will smack you. And I would do that too. Yeah, Jeff wasn't a bad option. But I think Cheeto, we got enough corners who can just Cheeto's not like a great corner. He's just our best defensive back overall right now. So he's not a great corner, but he's better than what we get now, what we had out of Worley. And he's just as good as what we get from everybody else. So what we get from Diggs, that's what you get from Cheeto too. What we getting from Brown, that's what you get from Cheeto. And actually, Brown, when they moved him outside, he actually started looking good too. Crazy, right? Brown actually was okay outside. They stopped attacking him the way they was attacking him when he was on the outside because he actually compressed and things kind of slow down because he got the sideline to help him. So he played better outside because he was just playing inside leverage and he played a lot better. The slot is just it's a tough thing. Like you got to be more instinctive to play nickel, and Cheeto is that. Cheeto don't got a problem with the shit that J. Lou got a problem with. Cheeto can play man, but he not a grabby guy. He not the great express man either. So when you put him in the slot, he's not gonna press every play. And if you play Cheeto 5 yards off the ball where he get to use his eyes anyway, and he gets to get in on some run plays, he gets to blitz more. Um, I think that would make Cheeto maximize his game. I think so. So I've been saying it. I'm gonna keep saying it because it's the truth, and it's only because not because I'm making this shit up. I Green already know. Go watch Cheeto's college highlights or film. Watch it. Just sit there for 5 minutes. It's only 5 minutes. Put a beat on and watch the shit. And tell me where he made plays at. Show me an interception that wasn't in the slot playing zone. And show me a play that you liked that wasn't a safety, a sack, or a tackle for a loss. Because that's where Cheeto be at in college. That's what he was doing. He was blitzing. He don't even do none of that. He was blitzing. So where do you go get a guy? Why would you go get a guy and say, this dude good at climbing trees, but you a swim team? You know what I'm saying? Like, he good at climbing trees. You don't go get him to be a swimmer. Like, he is good at the nickel. Why would you put him on the outside? He good at nickel. He showed you that. That don't make sense. He made plays at nickel only. He wasn't their shutdown guy on the outside. He never was that. So when people say Cheeto's bad, it's like, why would you be saying that unless you never watched him? If you watched him and you see he barely, missing on guys, that's how I said Worley. Like, Worley is not a corner either. So if you got a safety that's almost covering receivers, I'm like, okay, that's cool, because you shouldn't even be next to that guy. When I watch Cheeto against Julio and you putting him against Julio like he's supposed to be guarding Julio, I'm like, damn, he did an okay job to be guarding Julio. But if Cheeto was a safety and you said he was guarding Julio like that, you'd be like, that's a Pro Bowl safety. Look how much Julio had to do to get open. See what I'm saying? Against a safety or against a nickel guy. That's what Cheeto is. And that's how I look at those guys. He's not a bona fide corner, man. He's just not that guy. The only bona fide corners we have that are just corners are Anthony Brown and Diggs. That's it. Jay Lou's a corner too. You're corner too. But Cheeto's not one of them. Cheeto is a defensive back. And you should use all of his gifts. Put him outside sometimes. Make offenses have to figure us the fuck out. Like, where will Cheeto be? We don't know. Cheeto might be outside one play. He might be in the nickel next play. He might be at safety next play. I like that. Do that with him. Anyway, I was on a Cheeto rant, so I ran out of things to talk about when it comes to the things on my list. So what I'm going to do, you said Minka Fitzpatrick type player. Yep, exactly that. But what I'm going to do is get back to breaking some shit down, because that's what I was doing before I jumped on here. I just said I got a fresh cut. I'm going to jump on and show it off, you know what I'm saying? Because I look good today. So I did that. But now I'm going to go. So, you know what I mean? Appreciate y'all jumping on, because y'all know I don't schedule them. But I appreciate y'all jumping on whenever y'all do, the way y'all do. All 250 of y'all. Make sure before you get off, though, don't get off. Go hit the like button so we can keep this thing up, keep this thing rolling. And I'll probably jump back on tomorrow. I was gonna say I'll jump back on tonight because I'm almost finished this jump, but I'm gonna schedule it for tomorrow because I don't feel like doing it no more tonight. Rue Glock, what's good, man? You late, but what's good? What's good? Peace, y'all, man. I'm out of here. Talk to y'all.